holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk
Under my wings, I can feel the air.
What's up, all you awesome, amazing gamers? I am SheWulf. This is the Console Corner podcast, your #1 source of all things gaming. If this is your first time listening to the show, we dive deep into the gaming industry news and everything and all gaming in between. Now, as always, we have amazing things to keep your interest, like what's out now and the amazing, as everyone knows it, Foxy deals. So tonight is going to be an awesome show as we have a lot of amazing topics to bring to you, and we have 2 amazing guests as well. So before we get into all of that fun stuff, let me introduce the other panel of tonight. First up, we're going to start with our guest, Windy City Gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy to be back. It's been a while, and I'm just ready to talk some games. Let's do this.
It's weird your logo doesn't show up. So weird.
It's on my end. It's got a white background for whatever reason. I don't get it.
No, it doesn't even show up on... I don't know. It's weird. Next up we have is Phantom.
Hey, what's happening? Thanks for inviting me back on to crash the party. Always a fun time.
Of course, of course. We are super happy to have you 2 guys, especially as Phantom is going to be standing in for GKB tonight, as work has become overwhelming as of course it is the holiday season, and that means work. Other than that, let's jump to the rest of tonight's panel, and that is, going down the line, Magic Mike.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Phantom, Windy, it's awesome to have you guys on here again. I always love when you're a part of the panel, and we got some cool things to talk about tonight leading up to the holidays, so I know it's going to be a good show.
Definitely agree. And of course, last but not least, Fox.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm over here flexing and whatnot, you know, because I'm a proud owner of a Xbox One X. I don't know if you guys heard or anything.
But I have don't spoil it yet.
Amazing.
Don't spoil it yet. We actually have that as one of tonight's topics, so you guys will have to stay tuned. But they don't know how you actually feel about the whole incident. So don't give anything away yet, as we will actually let her just know. She's gonna keep cutting me off just because she is like overly hyped. People, I don't think she's slept yet. But the hype will be real. The hype will be real, and she will be actually going into her details on her and her new little gift that she got. So
Foxy reviews.
Exactly, it will be Foxy reviews. Yeah, no pun intended. Crap, if you're listening. The new thing, guys.
Totally.
Vote for it on Twitter. Replace it. Let's do it. Anyways.
Oh my god.
But as we always do on the Console Corner, we love to find out what the gamers have been playing, because hey, let's be honest, guys, we are all gamers. So what do? We play games. So what have you guys been playing this week? We're gonna go down the line as usual. This time we'll go the opposite way. So Fox, what have you been playing this week?
Oh wow, I was actually gonna like walk away for like 2 seconds. All right,
Nope.
So it's fine. I got it right here. We're good. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of stuff, of course. I do want to mention some of the stuff I did try on the X, but besides that, regularly I played some Call of Duty. I played some Destiny. I've been trying to finish the first Wolfenstein so I could play the second Wolfenstein, which was gifted to me. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Played a lot of that. That was really, really fun. Starfighter Assault is the best. And then, yes, I did play some games on the X. And the highlights right now, which you guys may have heard, I tried Gears of War first. and then Tomb Raider, like I said I would. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah,
Definitely.
that's what I've been playing.
Very nice. What about you, Mike? What have you been playing?
I have been playing a ton of Assassin's Creed Origins. I mean, that game is, that game is great. It's so great to have a good Assassin's Creed back from their lineup. I can't put it down. But I have found time to play some Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I agree with you, Foxy. The Starfighter Assault, definitely one of the best aspects. And regardless of all the microtransactions, I'm having a hell of a lot of fun with that game.
Awesome. What about you, Phantom?
I'm right there with Mike. Ever since I picked up Assassin's Creed Origins, I can't put that shit down. I mean, it's been a few games since I've been this excited about Assassin's Creed game. That one sucked me in. I mean, if you look at gameplay on that, I'm like 5 days plus on it. So I did break away and I played a little Call of Poopy as well. Can't call it that anymore because this Call of Duty is actually freaking amazing. So
I was gonna correct you, but you got it.
So
you got it.
I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty, back to its heyday. So I mean, those are the two that I've been grabbing all my time lately.
Awesome. And what about you, Wendy? What have you been playing?
Of course, Call of Duty.
Of
Trying to
course.
knock out the story here and there, and playing as much multiplayer as I can with work and all that. It's hard to play a lot of different games, and Assassin's Creed, I got to get that eventually, especially for my son, because that's one of his favorite franchises. I did recently beat Cuphead, which I think I got more gray hairs than
Oh, you beat Cuphead.
my
Oh,
grandfather now.
Wow, I believe you.
So, but yeah, I mean, that I've been playing the UFC 3 beta, which I absolutely love, and grinding in 2K. But basically, Call of Duty is the main game being played right now.
Very nice. Very nice. I have been playing, so I play, oh my god, I play so many different games, but at the same time I play the same games. It's kind of funny. I've been playing obviously a lot of Call of Duty. Love Call of Duty. I have been playing Soma, which I actually played today. Fox kind of was like, you need to play this. Let's see it. So I got it. We played it.
Yep.
And it is interesting. It's kind of like an Alien Isolation meets Resident Evil meets you have no idea where you're going, so figure it out.
Wow.
Is it a walking sim, or are
Yeah.
you actually fighting it?
Well, no, you don't fight. It's just like Alien Isolation and Outlast, where you're literally just walking around. But what's interesting is they released on Xbox, so anyone who gets it on Xbox, it released today, I believe. There's a
Hey, that's my job.
Xbox safe mode. And
Safe mode.
yeah, you literally can go through and do everything without being touched, pretty much. Like, you cannot die. The monsters cannot kill you.
Wait, what? Why
Yeah.
would... So they have a crap gamer mode?
Yes.
Wait,
Is that what
no,
you're telling me? Wait. Wow.
No shots fired.
They do. It's like insane. I was like, wait a minute, what? So I like at the beginning
so
of my
weird.
stream today, I was like, okay, so do I actually like try the safe mode? And everyone can be bored because obviously I can just run through. It's not like I actually need to try to do anything. Or should I actually put it to normal and hope and pray to God that these things don't kill me? Of course I went
You
with
still get
normal.
achievements?
I don't know if you get the achievements on safe mode. I actually don't look at achievements much when I'm streaming. I do need to check that out though. But I just thought it was interesting that they added that though. So people can experience the game, like full out experience the game without having to worry about dying. So I don't know if maybe they just did that for like, say, if there's collectibles maybe you can do it with,
okay.
Maybe they kind of just made it a little, I don't know exactly.
Interesting.
But I'm
I
going
didn't
to
know
look
about
into
that.
it though. I am going to look into it and see, the whole idea, like the whole purpose of it. And I don't know, I liked
I wish
it.
there was one of those freaking modes in Cuphead.
Oh, I know. I need that. I can't beat that game. Like, I can't. I rage on that game.
I'm still on the second island.
Yeah, I'm still on the first island. Beat that. I also been playing Fortnite, which we will actually be playing tomorrow. And Battlefront. I've been playing Battlefront too. I was nicely gifted that by Chaotic Wolf, so I've been playing that, and I guess I'll be playing the DLC. When does that release? When does the DLC stuff? Because he got me the deluxe edition, so I can. He was telling me about the DLC or something. I don't know. I guess it's coming out, so I guess I'll be playing that shortly too. And I think that's really about the main games I've been playing the last few days. So the joys.
Yep.
Yeah, so before I jump into the topics, I just want to throw this out. As you guys seen right before the intro video, we have a giveaway going. We have teamed up with Chicken, as most of you guys know from Twitter. We have teamed up with him for the Ultimate Christmas giveaway. The Console Corner will be giving away an Xbox One S. It is US only, so please, 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 guys, if you are not US, you can attempt it, but I'll just end up deleting it. But the link is below in the description, so if you would like to win it, and it will be announced before Christmas, so don't worry about that, guys. It should actually arrive on Christmas, if I believe what Chicken said. So for anybody who would like a chance to win an Xbox One S, you're more than welcome. The link is in the description below, so check it out. And make sure you guys give a big thank you to Chicken, because it is absolutely outstanding. And if you would like to actually win a PlayStation 4, you can go and check out Basement Radio. Is that? I have no idea how to. Anyone know how to say their podcast properly? Basement Radio or Arcade. I don't know.
Yeah, so check out the other giveaways that he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing some other giveaways with some other.
Just search Enrique on Twitter. You'll get everything you need to know.
Yeah. They have such a long podcast name. I can never remember what order it goes in. But they're giving away PlayStation 4. So make sure you guys go check out that. And he's got some other deals going on with some other podcasts. So make sure you guys go check out all of his stuff. I'm sure he's got everything linked on his Twitter. That's Chicken, of course. So make sure you check it out. Chicken Spaghetti. Anyways, let's jump into the topics of tonight, because I'm sure that's what you guys want to hear. Anyways. So, we have... What do we think about PlayStation Plus and the games with gold that they're actually offering this month? Now, as we all know, games with gold and PlayStation Plus, I wouldn't say they've been lacking, but we do know that, you know, they have a lot of different games that they have been releasing, whether they're top-notch games or whether they've been arcade indie-style games. December for Xbox, they're actually releasing Back to the Future, Warhammer, Child of Eden, and Marlow Briggs. So, before we jump into PlayStation games, what do you guys think about the Xbox games? Do you guys think that this is a good deal? Do you guys think this is it's alright, or what?
Well, I'll never complain about free games, regardless of what people, say about these services, like, that you're paying for the games. I've paid for Xbox Live Gold since before they gave away 4 free games a month, so they're free games to me. And I mean, that Back to the Future game, it's been one of those games where I've considered buying it many, many times, but never really, pulled the trigger on it. So now I'm going to get the opportunity to play that, and I love the Back to the Future franchise, and hopefully, they did it justice with this game. Telltale, they do good games, so hopefully this one's good, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. What's the Warhammer one? That's one of the Xbox One X enhanced games, so I think that's awesome. They're giving away an enhanced game the first month that the console's like really out in the wild. I don't know too much about the Warhammer series. I've never been into it, but somebody was saying earlier in the week that if you like the Left 4 Dead franchise, you would like this game. So hey, yeah. I'm game to give it a shot. The 360 games, I really don't know anything about them, so I'll put them in my queue and then cancel the download just so that I have them in my list.
Well, the Child of Eden your kids might actually enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Fox can actually tell you a little more about that game. She actually knows more about it than I do. We did talk about it on the Gaming Den, which was played last week on Friday, so make sure you guys go check that out if you haven't already.
Shameless plug,
I could be in advertising, because like the way that I can like just throw everything, yeah, it's kind of funny. But so Fox, what about you? And I'm sure you can talk a little bit of the Child of Eden for Mike there.
Well, Yeah, I'll say a little bit because I want the guys to like get their say. I did
Mm-hmm.
talk about it a lot with you on gaming then, but yeah, I like the games. They're all pretty good games. I sadly enough, I already have them all. Oh, actually, no, except for Marlow Briggs. I don't have that one. And at first, I was like, I don't know anything about it. Don't really know if it's going to be any good. Maybe that's why I'd never heard of it. But actually, people were like, no, it's actually a really good game. It's like a hidden gem kind of game, and it's a hack and slash type of thing, comic book style. So I'm looking forward to checking it out now that some of the people in the community has actually spoken up and said, no, this is actually really good. But yeah, like definitely, Back to the Future, awesome. It's all about the story, really, not really about the gameplay, obviously. Um, I played a little bit of Warhammer with Tim. That was fun. But we haven't gone back since. We want to. We just need more people to play it with. And then yeah, Child of Eden is like what's it called? Rhythm-based type of thing, very colorful. You used to be able to play with the Kinect or the controls, but now you can play with the controls, obviously. It's really fun. It's about rhythm and beat, and I I heard that it was compared to Res before, but actually I think somebody tweeted at us saying that no, it was actually developed by the same people, and I thought that was actually really cool.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh,
like
that's
rhythm
cool.
bass, yeah, if you like awesome colorful visuals as well, and yeah, you could like shoot little things and make like little noises and stuff like that. I think it's really fun for the kids, definitely. I had fun playing it as well, just to pass the time.
Hey, I might enjoy it too then.
Very
I
true.
like rhythm games and stuff like that. Like what was it, Arrow when that came out? I really enjoyed that. And
Hell
And there
yeah,
is
some
some
of the
amazing DLC coming for that, by the way.
I've
Yep.
heard.
Mm-hmm. Super excited. Um, would you like to add anything else, Foxy?
No, I really like the Xbox games actually. Overall, they're all really good. I think people should pick them up. Definitely, free games are definitely worth it. So yeah, maybe it's not like a big hoopla, but I think they're decent games overall, and definitely different style of games, and I like when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I want to hear what the guys got to say.
Definitely. Let's hear it, boys. What do you guys got to add?
For me, like Mike said, man, free's better than nothing. And I know I think the whole Games of Gold on the PSN, it gives the opportunity to developers out there to get their game out there that people just look past. There's a lot of games because of Games of Gold that I played that I would have never ever gave the light of day. And whether I like the game or not, at least I can say, hey, I tried it. Or next time, like Oxenfree, that was a huge pickup for me. And now next time, if they were to make another game in the future or whatever, I know what they're capable of doing or not doing. So I would be actually more wantingly to pick up their game now because Oxenfree is a very good game. So,
Very
but with
true.
this list, I mean, looking at it, you can look at it and say it's not that good, but it's basically going based off of what people may think they know. And Fox basically kind of makes me want to go back and play a lot of those games that I never really gave a chance to, even though I do have them. A lot of the time I try to save space. So
Problem
Yeah.
with
I
the
have,
more
so much
games
space.
is the fact that we already have too many games that have come out.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they just
exactly,
get backlogged anyways, but
Right, right.
And a part of me is looking at the future too. When grandkids come and Microsoft's always going to be in the picture. I'm going to have
Yeah.
all those games to play for them. Just coming over to play and stuff like that. So my daughter's only 7, so she's got a shitload of games she's going to be able to play.
and there's a lot of like
Yeah.
really good kid games as well that you can allow them to
exactly.
play, like for instance Child of
Yeah.
Eden. So I like when they actually do that kind of stuff because then they're opening up the range of not for just, games for us, but, for games for your family as well. So it's really cool that they do.
Yep.
Definitely. What
I
about you,
kind of look
Phantom?
at PlayStation Network and Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus, whatever they call it, as it's just added value to our subscriptions. I mean, to say whether they're worth picking up or not, it's all relative to the gamer anyway,
Yes.
and it's all extra value. I mean, free games is free games. I mean, there's a lot of games that I didn't even have a chance of even checking out back in the day 360 days. So I've been picking up a lot of the 360 ones, and I get a chance to play a lot of those when I pull myself away from Assassin's Creed, but that's another story altogether. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm interested in getting into Warhammer definitely because I played a lot of it. It's kind of like some of the other MMORPGs that are out there, same basic idea of it. And I followed that series a little bit until I went more full-on console gamer. So I'm glad to see this coming to the Xbox and it being enhanced. That's, you know, that's amazing as well. You know, more people get a chance if they hadn't picked up an already Xbox enhanced game. Here's another one that's going to be even bigger scale and have your 4K assets and everything like that. So
that is true. That is very true. That is always yeah. That is always the biggest thing, guys. Remember, just because you don't like those games doesn't mean that there isn't people out there that don't or do. There we go.
And this is one of the few months that you know, I don't have any of the games that are being offered on the Games with Gold, so that's always a plus to me.
That is true.
And
so
that's what I think is a cool idea about Gold, is because a lot of people, when Rise Son of Rome came out, they're like, oh, it's garbage, it's garbage, it's garbage. But then they got a chance to play it when it came out for Gold. I think it was earlier this year, or April or May or something like that.
Yeah.
And everybody who got to play it was like, oh my God, that's amazing. You know,
I was gonna say, the only people that said the game was garbage was people that didn't play it, because I love that game when it came out.
that game is
you know what's
aesthetically amazing. Yeah.
which game?
Rise
Oh,
Son of Rome?
yes. You know, to add to it, I bet you one thing that a lot of people don't actually take into account is the actual overall value of what these games are. The total value just for December is $104 in games. And I bet you not a lot of people actually realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiply that by
that's
how
true.
many Xbox owners out there.
Exactly. Which, of course, brings us now to the PlayStation Plus game. So for all of you PlayStation fans out there, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who, you know, just because you own an Xbox, I'm sure you also own a PlayStation. And here's some cool games that you guys can also enjoy as well, which we have Darksiders 2. We also have Kung Fu Panda. We have, what do we have? Formal 8. Yeah, we have like all these like it's like a lot of the Vita's.
That's an indie game.
Yeah, I know. I said that one actually looked kind of cute. We have Wanted Corp, and I'm missing one.
The VR one. Rush of Blood or something.
That's not in this list. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's The Last of Us. The Rush of Blood, which is a VR game. They don't actually have that incorporated in here.
Actually, it's Until Dawn. Until Dawn.
What did I say?
Last of Us.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I knew what I was thinking, but I just obviously, like I
She's
said,
like,
it's not here in
something
the...
that's from PlayStation.
Well, no, it's no. Yeah, we didn't have it in the list, but it's kind of weird. It's not here. It's got Siberia Collection instead, which I don't remember that being on the list. But either way, I guess apparently PlayStation changed something at some point in time. So what do you guys think about the games that we do know of? I'm sure a lot of people are actually pretty excited for Darksiders 2. This is the actual Deathfinity, or what was it?
Definitive.
Yeah, there you go. Definitive edition. Instead of just saying the deluxe edition, let's just go with like...
You have to force a lisp onto yourself. It's the definitive.
Well, no, you have to say death, because the first word is death. So you have to put death and then, like, it's... Definitive. Yeah, like, that isn't... Ugh. Tongue twisters are just not a thing for me. Just ask the Gaming Done. Because me and...
Panda...
What's that?
I was saying, is the Kung Fu Panda the platform game, or is it the one that's like Super Smash Bros.?
It is the Showdown of Legendary Legends.
Yeah, that's like the Super Smash.
I think that's so.
It's actually.
Yeah, I think that's the one you fight.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. My daughter and I would beat the heck out of each other when we had it on 360. It's actually very good, especially if you have kids.
So wait, is that one? Is that a PS4 game or a PS3 game?
That game.
It's a PS3 game.
Okay.
Well, it came out.
It's honestly, a PlayStation 4 game.
Yeah, it came out on multiple platforms, but the one they're giving you is for PS4.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, which one was the one that they were offering?
Yeah, it's the PlayStation 4 one. So.
That's sad. My memory is shot because I don't know if I played it on the one back when it came out or the 360 because my daughter had both. But all I know is it's pretty good. I mean, it's not better than Super Smash Brothers, but it's actually pretty good. They did a well job with that. You know,
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
a fun
people
game.
underestimated. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, because for the PlayStation 3, they released X-Blaze Lost Memories and Siberia
Okay.
Collection are for the PlayStation 3. So
Yeah, so it had to be the one that I played it on then. But if you have kids, guys, check it out. It's really good.
it's Kung Fu Panda. How could you not like Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
Skadoosh.
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I want
Yes.
some noodles now. I'm hungry for noodles.
Noodles.
Nice.
We need some
I love
noodles.
noodles.
I think the PS Plus games are offering this month. They are really good games. You know, I'll be honest. I feel like they're probably a better offering than what we're getting on the Xbox One games with gold. But like the discussion that we were just having a few minutes ago, when it comes to PlayStation Plus games, you don't get all of those games if you're only a PS4 owner.
Yeah.
So you know, there are games that they release that are like, you know, Vita games and PS3 games. They keep those in the monthly releases because they want people with PS3s and Vitas to still maintain their PS Plus subscription. And you know, that's one of the huge benefits with the games with gold, having the 360 backwards compatibility. We're always going to get every game every
Yes.
month. If you have an Xbox One and Xbox One S, or you know, the Xbox One X, every game that comes out with games with gold every month is a game that you are going to be able to download and play on your console.
It is
Yep.
true. That is true. But again, it's free games, guys. But so the interesting thing is the list that they provided, the total value of December is $131. Which is kind of funny because they have I think Polygon just kind of screwed up on their article because it says average age is 2 to 3 years. Like, unless they're talking
Regarding-
about, like, the games themselves, but all the other ones were talking about, like, age groups, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of
And
weird.
I think it's the age of when the game was
That's what I'm
released
thinking,
originally.
2 to 3 years?
So 2 to 3 years ago is on average
Oh,
of when
okay.
those games
That's what I'm
released.
hoping, because Xbox, they also had, like, they had age, and they have, like, 4.25, so it's kind of... It says average age 4.25.
That's weird.
about
They
right.
rate it differently.
Yeah, so I'm not, yeah, we're not going to talk about that aspect of it. But what I do want to actually talk about is the fact that, okay, so we're at the end of the year, which means games, obviously, this is the last of it for games with gold and games with PlayStation Plus. And did you know that Games with Gold actually gave out $1,029 worth of games in 2017? Now, I'm sure you guys can remember a good portion of them. If not, I can name some. But do you actually think that they were any good?
What, the
Well,
Xbox
like,
Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Over the whole
Hey,
year.
Yeah,
I
it had
think-
an average meta of what, 77?
I'm trying to think back.
More good than bad, I would say.
All right. Well,
I think it's going to come down to the individual gamer. You know, what's good for the goose isn't always good for the gander. Like, you know, Phantom brought up Rise Son of Rome, that was an awesome Games with Gold offering that we had earlier on in the year. I already had that game, so for me, that Games with Gold offering didn't mean anything to me. But you know, there have been other games with gold where it's like, okay, someone in my family really enjoyed it, so does that make it worthwhile for a free game? Absolutely. Like, what was it, Slime Rancher, that came out? That was one of the games with gold back in August, I think, and that was a games with gold. It was a free game, like the day and date that the game launched on the Xbox ecosystem. And you know, my son, he's been playing that game. He loves it, and
I
then
know a
that
lot
game
of people
ended up
that play
getting
that game.
yeah,
lot.
and then that game ended up getting enhanced for the Xbox One X, so he's loving it even more now. And that was a free game. Like, the amount of time he spent on that, you know.
Okay,
that's
okay,
huge.
hold on. Before we go into, because we can all argue the fact of, as standard gamers, everybody will enjoy some of these games, regardless of who you are. We all know that factor. So, what I want to do more or less is for the actual panel themselves.
Yeah, personally.
Personally, instead of going
Got it.
instead of going worldwide, because again, we all know that just because we don't like a game doesn't mean someone else doesn't. So we don't want to compare to other people. I just want to do the panel. I'll read some of the top games that was given over the years and hear what you guys think about whether or not it was actually worth it as a gamer for you, especially the fact that most of us are hardcore gamers. So, you know, being so devoted into it, we do like, you know, a little bit, you know, we do like a little bit of gifts. Come on. You know, we're all there. We all like a little bit too. But, so January released Killer Instinct Season 2, World of Van Helsing. That's just a couple. February released Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Project Cars. March released Borderlands 2, Layers of Fear. April released Rise, Son of Rome, one game that everybody was super all about. They also released Darksiders.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes, they also released Assassin's Creed. Again, I'm just reading a couple. I'm not reading all of them because that's going to take up the whole show just to read every single game. May released Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2. June released Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 3, and Dragon Age Origins. That one I'm going to read because there was actually quite a list in that one. July released Rundown, Grown Up, and Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. August released Slime Rancher, Bayonetta. And then September released Forza Motorsports 5, Battlefield 3. October released Turning Test, Gone Home. November we just had, which released Trackmania Turbo and Tales from the Borderlands. So, do you guys think, just overall the year, just hearing some of the top games that a lot of us know of, do you think it was worth it?
Hell yeah.
For me personally, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it was a good year.
There's a few games in that I'm like, oh shit, I didn't, you know, like the Turing Test. I was like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to get that game and play it, and now I got the chance. I mean, Forza 5, that's an amazing game, and it's to me. Layers of Fear, that game's crazy good.
Yeah.
Man, there was something else in there that you had mentioned.
Maybe if you were thinking like me, Gone Home, because that was a game that when it came out on PC, I wanted to play that so bad, and it never came out for console, and then it came out for the you know, the current gen consoles a couple months back, and there it is on Games with Gold. That was a huge bonus.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them for me that was like crazy, in my face, amazing, that I never got a chance to play was Bayonetta. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get into this game. And I'm like, No, I was like blown away in the first like 10 minutes of it. I was like, holy shit, this game is definitely, you know, worth picking up.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I completely agree. There's a lot of great games on there that you even reminded me that I was like, oh, that's right. That was an awesome game. And even if I had some of them, I still was happy to have them digital as well, because I do have physical collection. And so to have them both digitally and physically, like Battlefield 3, I love that game, and the Star Wars Unleashed, The Force Unleashed, that was really good too. So like there's some great 360 games in there as well, along with the other stuff that we got to get for the one.
Completely agree. The only one that I was a little disappointed in was I would have actually liked to have seen Forza Motorsports 6 instead, because that one had come out the year before anyways, so I would have liked to have seen that instead of 5, even though I'm not a racer.
2 years ago, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, that would have been
2
way
years
better.
ago.
Yes, correct. 2 years ago. So I would have liked to have seen 6, because 5 is definitely a lot older. But
yeah, it was a large title, definitely.
Yeah. So
I agree.
But other than that,
I 7 dropped this year too. You know, to get more people into like the newer, updated with the avatars and everything else. I mean, Forza 5 is an amazing game, but comparing that to even 6 is, you know, 10 times better than 5.
Oh yeah.
With 7 launching, I don't see why 5 came out instead of 6.
That's my point.
I totally agree with it.
All right.
Yeah, I think there's some great games overall though throughout the year. Even last year, there's some that stand out to me as well, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy when they give us games either that we already love and we're like telling our friends to try, or if they're games that we're like, oh, I really wanted to try that, and now I have the perfect time.
That is true. You know? So I was gonna jump into PlayStations, but because most of us don't actually really play on PlayStation all that much, chances are going down the list, you know, could be good, but I don't know. It's more or less just because we're not exactly PlayStation fans, but I will state, though, for anyone who's listening and wants to know, PlayStation Plus did give out 1,287 worth of games in 2017. So, money-wise, PlayStation did give out more games that were worth more.
Yeah, but that kind of goes back to what I was mentioning previously. Like, yeah, they give out more, games per month typically on average. But their PlayStation 3 games, you don't get those on the PS4. The PS Vita games, you don't get those on PS4, and the PS4 games you don't get on the PS3 or the Vita. So they have all these separate ecosystems. Whereas I feel like that's one of the huge advantage with the games with Gold is having that 360 backwards compatibility, guaranteeing those 4 games a month for all the users.
Yeah.
That's not to say the PS Plus games are bad or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if they gave out another, what was it, about roughly $200 extra worth in games, but not everybody who only has a PS4 got to enjoy possibly that extra $200 worth of games that they were giving out.
But yeah, Mike pretty much stated exactly what I'm sure a lot of us are, what a lot of us feel and think about PlayStation Plus and stuff like that. Again, there's a lot of free games. Make sure you guys check them all out, whether you play on PlayStation or Xbox, because they are still all worth it. But speaking of Sony, I actually want to jump into something quickly that I thought was actually kind of neat, and now I kind of wish I was a PlayStation Plus owner. Sony is actually doing a take-home of the PlayStation VR, where they're actually allowing certain PlayStation Plus members in the United States. They're giving them a unique registration code, which will actually allow them to reserve a PlayStation VR trial bundle. I guess it's going to have Elder Scrolls 5. And
That's right, yeah, it's coming with the Skyrim VR, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought that was actually pretty cool, because
I think the trial that they're giving out is basically the exact same as the Skyrim bundle that's on store shelves right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has like the PSVR demo disc, Skyrim VR, and the VR headset.
Yes. Yep. The catch is obviously you have to own a PlayStation.
Right.
But it was only given to select few of PlayStation Plus members, and of course you had to be in the US. What?
Yeah, don't get your hopes up because it's already filled up.
Yes.
There were 1,400 slots available, and they're already gone.
Well, are you surprised? Like, I would have jumped
no.
on
I
that.
mean, I would sign up for that in a heartbeat if, let's say if Xbox was to come out with, a VR headset and they were to do a 1-month trial where you don't have to pay for it to try it out, test it out, and see it in your home. Hell yeah, I'd be signing up for that. I'd be waiting to hit refresh on my screen so I could sign up for that in a heartbeat.
I know. I thought it was so cool though, because a lot of people have been back and forth about the VR. We have a lot of friends in the community who either have a VR or they're on the sidelines of whether or not to get one. And this is a great opportunity to actually allow gamers the chance to play it. It's obviously a $449 chance to experience what the VR is without officially being dedicated to putting all that money up front. And I think that is, again, really awesome that they allow this. There is a catch, though. There is one catch. Sony will charge you $299 if you keep it. So, you are actually paying a little less, but...
Yeah. Well, and I think they said, like, they won't charge you unless they haven't received the headset back in the mail 10 days after your trial period expires.
Yes.
So they're giving you like a time to get it shipped back and everything like that. So it's only if you've had it for a week and a half after your trial's over that they'll bill your card.
Yeah. It says if you're eligible and want to take part, Sony will request a credit card. They'll put it on hold on your card and send you the bundle, which you can keep for a few weeks. Now, like I said, this is actually a really good opportunity. Sony having my credit card, I'm not completely super happy about because they do have a lot of breaches.
It's
But
time to give them those prepaid cards and put.
yeah,
put them
that's
through.
kind of how I would do it. Would be a prepaid because I would kind of be a little worried. But so it was between December 1st and 14th, and it was limited to 1,400 eligible gamers. And I don't know, just overall, I thought this was really awesome. I would have loved a chance to be able to try the PlayStation VR. I would have streamed it. I really would have. I would have been like all out there freaking having you guys watch me look like a complete utter crazy person on a VR headset. I'd play Resident Evil though.
It's a much better offer than like trying to try out like one of the headsets at a GameStop or a Best Buy or something like that where everybody else has been wearing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch it.
No,
And
I haven't.
Tetanus shot. I think you're good, right?
Yeah.
How long do you get to keep it for again? I forgot.
It says a few weeks. That's like, I'm sure if you get the email, they'll probably actually give you the specified numbers exactly of dates. But in their email, it was you get to keep it for a few weeks.
Yeah, see, and besides Resident Evil and like Skyrim that are longer games, especially Skyrim, but the majority of their games are what, 4, 5, 6 hours long.
I believe so.
You go to GameStop, you buy the games used, play them, take the games back within 7 days, and you basically can play the whole damn library for VR.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
But I just like the opportunity, just because you get to experience in your own home, and you actually can feel comfortable with it instead of like you guys said, being in store and having it on your face, and you're like, oh my god, is this person watching me? Or who was the last person that wore this? Like, do I really need to go? So it's just the fact that you can actually enjoy it in the comfort of your own home, I think would allow people to be more open-minded to actually being able to, try it out and see if they actually enjoy it, instead of being uncomfortable and worry about who's watching or anything like that. So
Yeah,
and I think
I'm sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that's the biggest thing for VR is that it's really hard to sell VR. Like if you're watching a demo of a VR game on screen or something like that, it's something that needs to be experienced. So to get this into the hands of potential buyers, that's really going to have the biggest impact on potential sales in the future.
Yeah, especially if they end up actually selling, doing this and they get to keep it. If you got a nice percentage keeping it, they're gonna end up doing it again for another batch, and eventually they're gonna have to sell more and more VR. That number's in their pocket, and
so basically the 1,400 people that are getting this, don't be stingy, pay for the thing and keep it if you like it, so that other people will get the opportunity in the future.
But I mean, if 1,400 people are getting it, and just for example, let's just say 600-700 end up keeping it, that's not a bad number, and they'll end up doing it again probably in January or February, the next batch after, once they go through their numbers. So that's actually not a bad deal at all.
I want to know what they're going to do with the... Yeah. Well, let's say 700 people keep it and 700 people send it back. What are they going to do with the 700 units that get sent back? Are they going to sell those as refurbished units? Are they going to put them into a warranty program where, your PSVR breaks, you send it back, and they'll send you this one as a certified new replacement?
It's possible, or they could do it again. They could take those units and just clean them out and detox
Keep them in the program.
And keep the program going. Because honestly, the more hands that they get this into to try it, again, in the comfort of their own homes, the more likely people are willing to, to buy it. Or you forget to send it back, and then guess what? You're charged for it anyways.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
And you can't call Sony and be like, hey, I forgot, I'm sorry, because they're not going to work with you.
No.
Right. I think it's also a thing for Sony to put more feelers out there to see if VR is the way they want to go with whatever comes after the Pro. You know what I mean? I mean, true. VR is a hard sell no matter what, just because I honestly don't think VR is there yet. It's making its way slowly, but as good as Doom was in VR for me, and Skyrim and Fallout, back in E3 and all that, when I played them, I just don't feel it's just there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this may be them feeling the waters like Microsoft did and kind of moved it over to, Oculus and all them. Hey, develop it, we'll support it, but we're not going to, invest our own money into it. So I think this is a way that Sony might be looking at it and say, okay, let's see what the interest is out of these 1,400 people. If like what Mike
Yeah.
says, 700 people buy it, okay, well, let's clean these up, get another, 1,400 people, and just keep cycling it and see if this investment in the long run is
especially if
worth it,
they're
or find a more inexpensive way to continue with it.
Right. Well, and
yeah,
right now, I
especially if
mean,
a nice chunk. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Wendy.
No, I just want to say, especially if a decent chunk are like YouTubers that didn't get it for free, obviously sent to them, and that's advertising their product as well,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and right now these 1,400 units, I mean, if they're not moving, if they're sitting in a warehouse somewhere, getting them out into the hands of gamers, I mean that's going to free up some warehouse space. That's going to save money for Sony and whoever else might be housing it. And even if only half of them get returned, I mean that's 700 units that wouldn't have sold otherwise. So that's always a good
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly. I think it's an awesome idea, and I think it's a great approach for them. So congrats to you, Sony. I definitely think you actually took a good idea and actually put forth with it. So
for the players, baby.
It is.
Let's
That
take a
one's
moment.
actually for the gamers, and I'm excited to see the results on it and what people, if they do change their mind. Again, I wish I was one of them. I've wanted to try the PlayStation VR from like the get-go, but I just haven't been able to afford something like that. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So it is. But let's jump into some things that I'm sure a lot of you guys probably are a little more about talking. And that is Microsoft is broadening approach to gaming market. So, I guess there was an annual meeting for shareholders, and Microsoft has decided they're mobilizing to pursue an experience opportunity in 100+ billion gaming market. This means broadbanding our approach to how we think about gaming end to end, about starting with games and how they're created and distributed, and now their and how they're played and viewed. So, when you guys read this kind of stuff, what do you guys think about it? Are you excited that Microsoft is taking a more approach to marketing and how they're doing things, or?
I think this is, just a step that Microsoft has been taking over the past couple of months or so. First we got Phil Spencer. He became one of the board of directors. He's no longer underneath of somebody else that reports to the CEO of Microsoft. And here with this, news that they're trying to broaden their approach to gaming. Basically, this is Microsoft as a corporate entity recognizing the importance that gaming has in our culture, in the world, in different generations of gamers that have grown up with gaming. They're seeing the value in gaming, and that's going to be a huge plus to not just Xbox gamers, but PC gamers, and there's so much that Microsoft has that's involved in gaming that it's even going to benefit PlayStation and Nintendo further down the line with all the different companies that Microsoft has brought under their umbrella. Where we have like Simply Gone and some of the other rendering techniques that Microsoft's purchased over the last few years. The addition of services like Games Pass and Microsoft buying Mixer and getting that as their streaming service.
Yes.
It just shows that Microsoft is serious about gaming in the future, and hopefully it's going to put to rest any rumors or any fanboy nonsense about Microsoft wanting to sell off its Xbox division in the future, because this is just further affirmation that Microsoft is taking gaming seriously as a very good source of future revenue.
I completely agree. That was actually the references that they made to was Gaming Pass and Mixer as their means to promote well, yeah, I guess it's more or less just obviously to promote the brand and the hardware that they're selling. So
I think anybody who's a gamer and Xbox gamer, or you play on both consoles, when you hear your parent company is now going to look at this sub company, which is Xbox, and say, hey, we need to look at this and invest some money into this because look at how big this market is that we're missing out on. So us as gamers, regardless where you play, they're going to devote more money into, you know, AAA studios, third parties, you name it. They're going to get more revenue that they can work with to do the things that a lot of us, you know, have complained about in the past, whether it's marketing rights or whatever. And you've seen them kind of loosen the reins a little bit more than normal over the last couple of years with the X coming out, where you saw the Taco Bell deal, the Doritos and Mountain Dew deal. They have it on. They have a deal with Samsung QLED TVs for the 4K. So they're kind of reaching out and, you know, letting loose of some of the reins, I guess you could say, with the wallet. And
well, it's not even
the
just
more money
that,
they
though.
get from from Microsoft and stuff like that, the more investment they get, the more their budget expands for everybody else to improve on Mixer, to, you know.
That's true, but at the same time, over the past like couple years now, Microsoft has kind of been a little shy of their marketing, and I'm sure a lot of people have noticed their games. You know, there's games where they should be promoting these games and getting them out there as much as possible, especially with the internet and where you can pretty much put ads anywhere nowadays, literally anywhere nowadays. So why not get them out there? The systems, the hardwares, get them out there. And, you know, the X, they definitely were doing a lot better with that. They were improving with how they were marketing the X and getting it out there. They still need to work on their wording and how they actually approach their marketing when it comes to their message to people. But overall, I do think that they need to focus on marketing, and this still includes third-party games. So.
Well, yeah, nowadays, someone's face is always glued to some type of screen, whether it's your phone, tablet, computer, TV. So I mean, it's right there. It's right in your face. They can really go all out if they want to. I mean, everyone always says they got the money, but Xbox got to have that money because, you know, if they really wanted to, they can do a lot more damage than what, you know, they're currently doing.
Yep.
So I mean,
it makes me also wonder, like, what is their budgeting for marketing? Because I mean, we can speculate all day long. Maybe they don't have that money for the budgeting. And that's why we didn't see the marketing go out over the last couple of years, because behind closed doors, it was a lot of R&D to get the Project Scorpio up and running. Because, I mean, that's working with AMD head on and, you know, coming up with this custom processor. I mean, that's a shit ton of money and time.
That's true, but if you don't get your products out to get your name out, making this huge console and making this so great console means nothing if people don't know about everything that this console can do for you. And that's one of the biggest things.
I think we saw that too, and that's why they cut ties with a couple of developers at the time, even though everybody got, you know, upset and aggravated about a few games that I'm not going to mention. And,
Scalebound,
you know.
I'm sorry. I'll always be mad at you, Microsoft, for taking away Scalebound. I don't care if you like fired the developers, fire the developers, but give me Scalebound. Like, just give it to someone else to create. I would have been happy.
So we don't know how much money got dropped into that, but you could see that they are like, okay, this is bleeding us dry or whatever. We got to cut ties. At least we still own the IP or whatever it may be, and we can revisit it later. But we need that money now to, you know, do this stuff and with marketing and everything like that. So I think that's some of the other reasons why we saw them cutting ties with third parties and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens next year, because it looks like they're, you know, on the roll now, steaming.
Well, I still think World War II would have been a great pickup, just because of the fact that, you know, when people walk into stores, especially with the X releasing, when people walk into the stores, they see these top games, Battlefront, Call of Duty, Destiny. They see these games, and their posters are blue. People aren't, usually when you walk into a store, yes, you see consoles. Yes, we all know that. But people are looking for the games that they play more than they're looking at the consoles they're going to be playing it on. That's the, like, I know when I walk in, that's the first thing I'm looking at is, like, oh, what games came out.
Yeah, when they didn't re-sign, or I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if they didn't re-sign COD, or COD just said, well, no, we're going this way now. Regardless of what it is, I remember everyone knows I'm a huge COD fan, and I was pissed about that. Like, I was really, really upset about that. Why? I mean, it's a multi-plat, but I was upset because basically what you're saying right now is like, I kind of knew it was going to happen. You know what I mean? I actually know people, you know, you can call them idiots, whatever the case may be. They do own both consoles, but what do they play COD on?
PlayStation.
PS4, exactly.
Because
and
they get content early.
Yeah, let me tell you that. And now because I'm so much more into this Call of Duty than since Advanced Warfare, I'm really pissed off that I have to wait till, what is it, February now? I have to wait for Carrington and all that?
Yeah.
Because don't they get in it? I mean, that, as an avid fan of COD, that drives me nuts, you know?
Especially Sledgehammer.
Yeah, you know?
But
I guess, I don't know, I wonder, is this a contract, like a 5, 6, 7-year deal? Or is it a yearly deal?
I don't know.
That they have to keep re-signing?
I think that depends.
I have a feeling. I think it's. No, I think it's a couple years at a time, like what you said at first, because what was it when weren't the wasn't that an Xbox like marketed game?
Which game?
Advanced Warfare.
That was the last COD. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Right, and Ghost was also an Xbox game.
Yes.
So I have a feeling that was part of a previous deal, and that just followed through into this generation, and then after Advanced Warfare, that's when the Sony deal kicked in.
So what, do you think it's kind of like their three developer team contract, like pretty much whoever gets them gets each team for their Call of Duty for that?
You know, that would, from a business standpoint, I think that would make the most sense. Like, you know, get the money up front from whoever's giving you the marketing deal, and then that can help fund all 3 years worth of games that are going to be marketed for that platform.
That is true.
So basically what you're saying is Black Ops 4 is going to come back to Xbox, which
no, it just means that possibly the contract could be up for renewal for somebody to take.
I'll be honest. Yeah. I'll be honest with the current, basically the current management that's in Microsoft right now when it comes to Xbox, specifically Phil Spencer. He doesn't like the timed content and all that kind of stuff. So if Activision is saying like, hey, we want you to get the marketing deal, we want you to pay this amount of money so that you get the exclusive timed content for 30 days or whatever it might be. Phil Spencer's going to turn that down and say, well, I don't want timed content. I'll pay you this much. And then Activision's going to go to Sony and say, like, hey, will you pay the original amount for the timed content? And Sony will probably be like, hell yeah, we'll pay that.
Yeah.
See, this is another podcast for another day.
I was going to say, we're not getting into Call of Duty right now. So I'm actually going to change scenes right now. And we're actually going to jump into one of the segments of tonight.
Bang, boom, kapow. It's What's Out Now. Are those really the lyrics?
Don't question my genius.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of What's Out Now on Console Corner. So we're going to go back to November 28th. That was last month, in case you didn't know. And on that day, for the Nintendo Switch, we got the release of Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil Revelations 2. These party content come to the new Nintendo platform. On that same day, the 28th of November, for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One, we got the release of a game called Black Mirror. And that same day, for the PC and the PS4, we got Star Hope. Then, jumping ahead a couple of days here, November 30th, on the Nintendo Switch, we saw the release of Siberia 2. Last month, we got the release of the original Siberia for the Switch. Siberia 2 follows up after that. It's another awesome point-and-click adventure, and on the Switch, it's a perfect game to take on the go if you're into a narrative-based game where you're solving all kinds of puzzles. Then, jumping into this month, first, for the PSVR and the HTC Vive, we got Doom VFR. If you know what the BFG is in Doom, then you know what the F is in VFR. On the Xbox One, SheWulf was just talking about it earlier. It has a game journalist mode. It is Soma for the Xbox One. And also, yesterday, the first for the Switch, Blade Chronicles 2. I'm sorry, did I say yesterday was the first? Yesterday was not the first. Apparently, I have no idea what day it is today. But today, December 5th, on the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One, we have the first DLC drop for Destiny 2. I bought this today. I'm getting sucked into the Destiny 2 DLC. And also, Destiny 2 got enhanced for the Xbox One X today, so I have a feeling that next week when we're talking about what we've been playing, I will have been playing some Destiny 2 again. Also today on the PS4, we got Horizon Zero Dawn, the Complete Edition. So that's going to include the Frozen Wilds DLC that came out last month, as well as the base game. Then for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One, we got a DLC package for the game The Surge. It is called A Walk in the Park. So if you need some more Surge in your life, now you've got some awesome DLC to add on to that. Today for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One, we got Steep, the Road to the Olympics expansion. And on the PS4, Dead Rising 4 has finally made its way over to the Sony ecosystem in Frank's big package. So for all of you PS4 owners that missed out on this awesome game last year, this is the perfect game for the holiday season because you're going to be hearing lots of jingle bells and other holiday songs in the background while you're slaying some zombies. And last but not least, for the PS4 and the Xbox One today, we got the entire Walking Dead collection. So all of the Walking Dead games that we've gotten over the past years, now they're all together in one big collection for the PS4 and the Xbox One. And that, my friends, is what's out now.
Awesome.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's a lot.
Job, bro.
So,
And that's why I'm broke.
all right.
Preach.
So, I actually want to jump into something that happened recently to one of our panel members. As everyone knows, the Xbox One X has released, and a lot of people have been obviously picking it up. But a mastermind decided to bring a bunch of gamers together. So kudos out to Luca. She brought myself, Crap Gamer, Scrotum, Timidos, GKB together to do something absolutely amazing for one of Console Corner panel members, and we would love to hear from Fox about this awesome, amazing gift that you received yesterday.
Wow, I don't even know where to start. So I got this awesome gift yesterday in the mail. Very surprising. Didn't expect it at all. I was expecting something else. Really sweet, actually. But SheWulf tricked me, and she was like, she was, like, oh, did you check the mail, by the way? But besides all that cuteness, so yeah, my awesome close friends that I love very much, that I talk to all the time, they give me great advice. I game with them on the regular. They actually got together, and they hooked me up with the Xbox One X, and it was awesome, and I was in shock and awe. And as soon as I saw the note, I got teared up.
I
And
wanted
I was
it
like, no way.
recorded, but there was nobody there to record it. That's
She
so
wanted
bad.
she wanted somebody to record, but nobody was home at the time.
Wanted
But
proof. Oh, well.
the crazy part is you didn't want to see that hot mess.
Yes, I did. Oh, yes,
no,
I
you
did.
didn't.
I
You
did.
didn't want to see that hot mess of tears
Everybody
and
wanted to
feelings.
see it.
Believe me, they were there. But it's really awesome. I actually did a unboxing video and everything, like after I stopped shaking and everything, just so you guys know, I did an unboxing video and everything. It was really cool. I was having issues with technical issues on uploading it, but I'll figure it out soon enough. So I did record that, and so yeah, I really care about these guys, and I'm happy that they care about me too. And then they would do this, and I was like, what?
So-
Why would you guys do this to me?
So
But-
the question I'm sure everybody is wondering is, how do you
Yes.
like your Xbox One X? No, it's not the Scorpio Edition, people. Screw all of you guys that are like, oh, they don't actually like you.
Wow.
It's not the Scorpio Edition. Well, guess what? It was sold out. And
No, it's fine. I didn't. To be honest, I know Reprobate, shout out to you. He said that funny ass
Yeah, he
joke
did.
on Twitter. I laughed, but I didn't want the Scorpio edition. I didn't want the little green print on my system. Like when I was going to get it for my birthday, I just wanted the regular one. And if for some reason I couldn't get it because of, bills or whatever, family stuff, I was going to wait to see if maybe they did a Halo Xbox One X or maybe a Gears Xbox One X in the future.
Ooh.
So that would be really awesome. But I actually you guys hooked me up with the one I actually wanted. So I'm really happy with it. As soon as I unboxed it, and nice and sleek. Very, very cool. It's pretty heavy, yeah. It's I don't know how they got all that stuff in there, but they crammed it in really, really good. I hooked it up right away. Sorry to say to my Gears of War console baby, got unplugged
You're
real
going
quick.
on the shelf. You're going on the shelf.
She's already in the box. I tucked her in, I put her away. She's already in the box because
Nice.
now the X is hooked up, and wow, the updates and everything and the setup process was not that hard. It didn't take forever either. It was really fast. It was really easy. So that was awesome. Everything was already in my hard drive. Most of the games were already enhanced already, so I was like, oh, cool. I probably did one or two. Gears of War being the first one I wanted to play. And yeah, but like other ones were already updated.
That was gonna be my question.
So.
That was gonna be my next question. Was what was the very first game
Gears.
you loaded up on? Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I saw JD's beautiful face, and I was like, oh my.
That's so great.
But yeah, I played some of the campaign performance mode. Hell yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. And then I played some other games. I just kept switching because apparently that's something that we do, right? When we get the new system and you want to try all the different games,
like,
you
jump through them. Did you try
you
Doom?
go through it. No, not yet.
Schizophrenia.
I know, right? You like go from one game to the other, and I tried Star Wars. I even tried Halo 3 because everybody was talking about that one so much. Rise of the Tomb Raider, amazing. Rise of the Tomb Raider. What's it called? High frame rate and all that. That's amazing. I love it so far. I really love it. I have no complaints. The control works very well. The system works very well. Yeah, maybe I'm playing on a 1080p monitor, but it still looks awesome. I care more about
maybe that
the
4K
60
monitor will be somewhere.
That's me. Don't worry. No. To anybody out there, no. I'm gonna get that on my own. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the gift, but yeah, now that I have this, I could save up for the TV or the monitor for my birthday, so that's awesome. And I'm really liking it so far. I have no complaints. I really like the way the system looks. I like the way it plays. I like the 60 frames per second on Gears and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Those are the two things that stood out to me the most. And the loading times and everything like that, way better. Everything's faster. So I'm really happy with this early Christmas gift that I was not expecting. Well, and I still want to mess with it. I still gotta do more testing, more playing. Course. I still gotta do that.
Well, we're all super happy to be able to do that for you. So
of course, again, 1,000 thank yous to you guys.
Shout
you know
out
who you are.
to Crap Gamer, Luca, Timidos, Scrotum, myself, and GKB. We also had a gift wrapped, which was pretty cool. You can check out Fox's Instagram to see the pictures of that. So it was pretty awesome.
Yes, I'm really happy. Thank you very much. A million thank yous. I can never express enough how much I appreciate it. So yes.
All right.
Oh, by the way, and one more thing. When my brother walked in and he saw what I had gotten, and he was like, he saw that I was frozen in time. The first thing he said was, "Holy shit!" So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. He freaked out too.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's pretty badass.
So back to some more serious topics. I just wanted to quickly jump into that because Christmas time is coming, guys, and it's all about giving and supporting the people that you love. And so, you know, even if it's something small, even if it's just a Christmas card, you know, send something else to your friends. Say, you know, let them know how much they mean to you, because that is what Christmas is all about. So, I just wanted to throw that out. But jumping into a little more serious topic before we get into Foxy Deals, Fortnite actually did something wrong. Well, not something wrong. They always do something wrong, like steal from PUBG. But now they did something like even more crazy. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard the whole Epic suing a child for cheating. Like, wow. First off, I understand they didn't actually know it was a child. Well, okay, he was 14. So, which to me, that's still a child. Sorry to say, but that's still a child.
Yeah, you're still a child until you're 25 to me, but...
Yeah. So Epic Games, the game developer for the mass popular Fortnite, actually filed a lawsuit against a 14-year-old boy. In response, the boy's mother filed a legal note tearing down Epic's lawsuit and calling for it to be thrown out. Okay. My one thing about this is cheating is obviously wrong. Like, we all know cheating is wrong. You should have banned him. I don't think you should have.
Well, now they're not suing him because he cheated. They're suing him because he was making money while he was cheating.
Yeah, he was making YouTube money and all that.
Wait,
right?
what?
He was doing a live YouTube stream asking for donations.
Yeah, he was on YouTube showing it. Yeah, he was on YouTube showing it, and
yeah.
Which is why I don't understand how they didn't know he was a kid, because he was doing a live stream on YouTube asking for people to give him money so that he could buy more cheats so that he could win more at Fortnite. He's like,
well, they didn't see the actual video, right? So, okay, so the video got flagged, right? So he tried to fight it because he wasn't getting any revenue from that. So he tried to fight it, and that's when YouTube or Google told Epic. Epic automatically already started doing all the legal crap, right? And they're like, "Oh, he's gonna get in trouble. We're gonna, whatever. We're gonna sue him." But then after that, that's when they found out, oh, he's a kid because his mom came out swinging. Basically, she started saying all these things, and basically, she had a lot of great points, but still.
See, this article doesn't say anything about YouTube and actually streaming it.
Yeah, he was doing all that.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
wait.
Yeah, he was doing a live stream.
How? Okay.
Yeah, he downloaded like all kinds of cheats and stuff.
Okay, so he downloaded cheats, but
from this
making money off of it as a YouTube, and if you have YouTube content, obviously you can make money, and people can donate whatever they want. You can't be sued because you're making money, because you're asking people for money. You can't, like, that doesn't work that way.
Well, I think it's against the end user licensing agreement to profit while cheating or something. Like, basically, he was in violation of the end user license agreement, and the whole big issue why this is getting blown up and I mean, beyond the fact that he was 14 years old, is the fact that he was not legally able to enter into a binding contract that the end user licensing agreement for Fortnite is, and there was never anywhere on that licensing agreement where you had to say, like, I'm 13 or older and have the permission of a parent, or I am 18 years old. It was just basically like, press A to continue, accept, and get past the screen. The same thing is like what you see in, like, other online games like Battlefront 2. The first time you boot it up, there's a licensing agreement, and you just press A to proceed, and you're like, whatever, I'm not going to read that. It's like the iTunes service agreement. Nobody reads what's in there.
Yep.
But apparently there is a stipulation in there saying that, if you are caught cheating while trying to profit from the game, like, basically that is a violation of contract, and any profits gained are liable for a lawsuit or something like that. Epic Games was following through and creating this lawsuit. I don't understand why nobody went back and tried to watch the YouTube stream to find out that he was a 14-year-old kid.
Okay, so again, so I'm reading the actual letter, and it doesn't actually state that he was being sued because of the fact he was making money and asking people for money. It was more or less because he used the cheats and because he streamed the cheats. So it had nothing to do with the profit of it at all. According to the actual letter, is that it was because he actually was showing, like, he had the cheats that he downloaded from a popular website and actually streamed them while using them, when there is this whole big thing with them and cheating and how it is all against cheating and everything else like that. So that is actually what he's being in trouble for.
Yeah, from their perspective, less people are going to want to play their game if people are cheating. So I don't understand why they're suing him for damages instead of rather just banning his account. That really is what should have happened.
Yeah, ban his whole URL or whatever.
Yeah, they were trying to make an example out of him. They picked him as the scapegoat that they're going to basically say, like, I'm going to, sue you for money so that other people get the idea that you don't cheat while you play our game. But it was not handled well at all. I don't know what kind of lawyers they have at Epic Games, but they're really not worth whatever their retainer is.
Honestly, the thing is though, okay, the suing part is a little far, yes. You should have just banned his IP address and never allowed him to touch Fortnite again. But at the same time, the mother should have never come out and been defending her child because
yeah, she defended him definitely.
She did, and I'm
kid-
sorry,
that
but you
kid-
should first off, a lot of streamers, this is YouTube's fault just as much because I'm sorry, but if you're under the age of 18, you should have to be supervised by a parent while streaming. I'm sorry, but come on, guys.
That kid knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, he
So,
did.
a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's a kid." I understand that. I got a 17-year-old, but even at that age, 14, my son knows what he's doing. He knows what is right and wrong, and that's what people got to look. Hey, if they scared the shit out of him, good for them because that way he ain't gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the big issue is the fact that in the lawsuit, Epic Games released the name of the kid, and that was what really, that was what really put the mother over the edge.
Yeah.
But isn't that before they found out he was 14 though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is.
Which the thing is though,
should've
okay,
found that
so
out.
but Epic Games though, if they're going off of a YouTube content, and I don't believe he actually was on a webcam or anything. I believe he was just talking. You have to be over the age of 18 to own a YouTube website. So technically, in their defense, I'm not saying suing a 14-year-old was smart. Overall, I just think they should have banned him. But at the same time, they're going off of an account that is under the false pretense is that it's somebody over the age of 18 is what's going on. If he's making money, first off, that's illegal on his part because he's not even old enough to actually be making money.
Epic should hire you.
Well, I took law, so for anybody who, that's actually what I was doing before I started doing the game thing. I did take law.
Yeah, you made very, very valid points, and if they end up going through with this, I can't see Epic losing. I really don't. Because of what you just said with the YouTube. That alone, that they win.
Well, yeah, because technically, unless his mother signed to be on YouTube, which chances are she didn't, and I bet you there's going to be no proof of her actually condoning this. He's under giving false pretenses that he actually was old enough to own a YouTube channel in the first place. So
that's a good point.
Epic, I don't blame Epic, and unless he had a full-out webcam, which I haven't seen the video, guys, so I don't know if at the same time, whatever, if he didn't have a webcam and they're going off of a voice, I can't count how many times I've had people that I'm playing with that people have been like, "Oh my god, how old are you? You sound like you're 13." Yeah, no, I'm almost 30.
Talked about what I sounded like.
So, yeah, we talked about, voices can be deceiving. Voices can be deceiving. So, when...
And there were plenty of times in high school when people would call my home and think that I was my dad just because, my voice had already changed and I wasn't 18 yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. See? So, that's where Epic is... If they get a notice from YouTube, they have the grounds to start the legal process because of the fact, again, content is supposed to be created by people over the age of 18. So, as their legal team saw it, he was over the age of 18 when this all started. And especially if he fought it. If he fought YouTube...
Yeah, he did.
Then he's taking... I fought YouTube on videos before, and you literally are agreeing to, that...
Them to review your shit. Yep.
Them to review your stuff, but also that you are over the age... It actually states when you sign it that you're over the age of 18 to give permission to fight this. There's a whole legal thing just from YouTube when you're trying to fight a video.
Can't YouTube sue him as well? Because
they could,
I was gonna say,
and all that stuff.
They could probably.
I think that when it comes to the YouTube channel and all that, that's a contract with YouTube. That contract has nothing to do with Epic Games, so I don't even know that they can use that when it comes to their suit.
Well, not
I think
specifically the fight.
Yeah, but it's evidence.
But
I think they would flip it on him if Epic went against YouTube and said, "Hey, you allowed him to put this content in, or whatever." But I don't think Google is gonna go against the kid anyway. I think they're just gonna like try to let that go. Like, look, we tried to like flag him and he fought it, whatever. We told you, that's it. That's all we're doing on our end. But I think it would be smart of Epic to back off. Yeah, he got a good scare out of this, and his mom, like, she fought for him like she was his freaking lawyer. But I think they should kind of back off of this and go after the website that he's getting all this content from. It's so easy for a 14-year-old to use and
that
do
could
all
be
this
the
stuff
plea agreement.
on the game.
That could be the plea agreement as well.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
this is also, you know, it's going to come down the pipeline too as to what Xbox does itself, because that's also, you know, playing Fortnite on the Xbox and using exploits, you can actually get your console banned. It's against.
You know, I thought he was playing on the PC.
He was on
though.
PC. It wasn't on. It wasn't on Xbox.
That's why
it was PC.
I wasn't sure about that, but you know, even Xbox, if they did that with the Division, there are people who are exploiting, you know, beating a specific point in the Division. You go around the back and, you know, wiggle your way through the wall. And people who kept exploiting it even after Xbox said, okay, and Ubisoft was like, hey, you can't be doing that. If you keep using the exploit, we'll actually ban you outright. So I wasn't sure if because, you know, I play Fortnite on the Xbox, so I wasn't sure if he was on PC or Xbox. But
like there's a lot of more legal problems that are because I've seen some people saying that he was actually the one making the content for the website that was using these cheats. So there's actually a lot of things that he can be hit for. Just, you know, people think that, oh my god, he's 14, that means like he doesn't know what he's doing. Crock of crap. Sorry to tell you, but when I was 14, I knew everything I was doing. Like, seriously. If he's going to act like, if he's going to go into the internet and he's going to pretend to be somebody over the age of 18, he should be held accountable for somebody over the age of 18, especially for something like this. Like, we've seen people, you know, go through lawsuits for hacking and everything who are under the age. It's the same thing. It's not really any difference. And again, Epic did not know that from anything he should have been 18. According to the information that he provided to everybody, he was over the age of 18. So, but yes, yeah. I do think that, you know, Epic should just kind of smack him on the hand and be like, all right, you know what? We'll ban everything, your IP, everything. You can't use it again. However, he can just go to someone else's house and play it again. So I do think he should be held accountable in some aspect. He should be held accountable.
Because if he gets away with this, I would bet good money if he's going to do it again.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
If he doesn't this time talk, he can make another channel and just, without even talking, just, you know, do the exact same thing without saying a word.
Yeah, and if he gets caught, just not fight it. Just go start another. Like, it's absolutely possible. And if he's making money by, you know, revenue and everything else like that, again, he's lying about who he is. He's using somebody's information. Like, and if that's the case, then his mother should be held accountable. If she is the one that signed for the account, then she should be held accountable for his actions. Yeah. I know if my kids did something, I would expect to be held accountable because they're my kids. I'm the one raising them. If I sign for something for them, you get held accountable. Like,
and then on top of that, if they make you go through all that trouble, you know for a fact you're not gonna let them use the computer or anything after that. Exactly. So he's definitely gonna learn his lesson if they go after the mom instead of the kid. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, if that was my mom, I'll be getting slapped around. I'll get my ass whooped. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, right.
I would have went to Epic, and if I was that child's mother, I would have apologized and just said, "Hey, look, I am sorry." Like, I wouldn't have friggin', "Oh my god, my child is in the right." No, sweetheart, your child wasn't.
Yeah.
I think Epic would have appreciated that too. You know, that's probably why they're getting more pissed. Is that instead of understanding what your son did wrong, you're coming at us like we're the bad guy.
Yep, exactly.
And you don't do that. You don't do that at all.
And that is one of the biggest things. Timodos is making an amazing point. That is definitely one of the things. Epic and Fortnite, one of the biggest things they do nonstop is they constantly say, if you are caught cheating, you will be prosecuted. They say it everywhere. Heck, even when you started the game up, they said it.
And I'm pretty sure wherever he got these codes from, I'm sure there was some type of disclaimer. If you get caught, it's got nothing to do with us, you know?
Yep. Exactly.
Well, apparently that was the thing in the YouTube live stream. He was specifically asking for donations so that he could buy more cheats, because I guess he was buying these cheats from a subscription service where you like and you get it for a month for like, you know, $5, $10, $15 a month. So he was basically saying like, you know, hey, donate to my stream jar or wherever so that I can keep these cheats, these subscriptions up and running and get even more.
Okay, so he's underage prostituting himself out then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, there you go. That's another legal aspect right there. I'm sorry, regardless of how you look at it, this child is, like, this kid, this 14-year-old boy is in the wrong. No matter how you look at it. Legally, he's in the wrong.
Yeah, was this on PC, Xbox, or PS4?
PC.
Yeah,
he did this on PC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like writing a, you know, back in the day when people had real checks, you know, writing, you know, whether you're underage or not, writing a bad check to any store, it's a fine regardless of your age.
Yep.
You know, so this same premise here, regardless if he's under 18 or not, you know, you're liable for it. Just because you're 14 and you smash out the windows of somebody's car down the street doesn't mean you're not going to get in trouble for it. I don't care really what it was.
And a lot of us are parents. So for anybody who leaves a comment after saying that we're being too hard, no. A lot of us are parents on this panel. I'm pretty sure only Fox is the only one that's not a parent. So, I'm sorry. I would have kicked my child's ass if they would have done anything like this.
I would have made my son literally made another channel with the video specified to them.
Oh yeah, I would apologize, video, everything. Like,
yeah, I mean, you got to teach your kid. This is what the bigger picture is teaching your kid. You know, you do something wrong, this is the outcome.
Yeah, he should be held accountable. In all, that is my thoughts to all of this. He should be held accountable for what he did. So,
I agree 100%.
But with that being said, guys, we are actually going to jump into our last segment of the night.
When you're short on funds, but you want to have fun, trying to find the price of things you just right. Hey man, that's a steal. Listen up, it's Foxy Deals.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Foxy Deals, and I will be sharing this stuff with you guys everywhere, but I hope you guys enjoyed all the deals and stuff that I have been putting on Twitter whenever I have the chance. But right now, let's start with what's on sale on Xbox. Deals with gold. So some of the stuff that stood out to me, they have the Forza bundle, which is Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3 bundle, and that is $42. They also have a lot of Forza DLC, so you got Forza Horizon 3 VIP Pass, I think that's what it's called, and that's $5. And then they have Forza Horizon 2 Car Pass is $5. The Porch expansion, that's $1.50. I mean, come on, that's super cheap. What else? They have the Storm Island, that's $5. So those are all really good stuff, and obviously it's Forza, it's just freaking awesome. And another thing that stood out to me was Metro Redux. They have the bundle for that. It's $7.50. But if you want the games individually and not bundled, you get them separately as well. So they have Metro 2033 Redux, and that's $5. And then the other one, which is Last Light, is also $5. And then we have an awesome indie that I think most of us enjoy, which is Unravel. That's $5 as well. So that's the main things that I saw on the Xbox that stood out to me. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other great stuff, so if you guys want to go over there and check it out, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of other great indies that I saw on there. Over on the PlayStation side, not that much with the PlayStation Plus discounts. But they do have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I do want to get eventually. And this one is the deluxe edition, which is 63, marked down from like 80 something. They also have the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, Frozen Wild, and that's I think that was on sale right before Black Friday, so it's on sale again for $15. And then they have Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and they have a lot of different SKUs for that. So if you're interested, they have one for $20. And I think that's just the expansion. And then they have other ones for 30. I don't know exactly which one is gold or which one is deluxe or anything like that, but they do have a few of them for 30. And then they have another one which is a complete like collector edition or something, and that is $40. They also have a lot of other great indie games for the PlayStation. Some online deals that I found for you guys. The first one is from Best Buy, so shout out to Scrotum for sending me this. They have a buy one get one 50% off. A lot of like newer release games. So a lot of AAA titles that we really enjoy. I'll name a few. Forza 7, Need for Speed, Destiny 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Shadow of War. So check those out if you're at Best Buy, and I think that you could stack it on top of your Gamers Club Unlocked. Something else that stood out. Oh, one of the games they're actually selling is a really good one. Well, some people have told me it's a good one. My brother wants to pick it up, and that's the Digimon World game for the PlayStation 4. It's an exclusive, and that one was it's $20, but with your Gamers Club Unlocked, you get it for 15. And then over at what is it called? Bandai Namco store.com, they have a lot of sales right now for different games, and that's the 7 days of deals that's going on over there in the website, and they have different games like One Piece, Naruto, a lot of anime games, I'm pointing out by the way. They have Dragon Ball Z, what else? Ni no Kuni, a lot of anime games, like I said, and these are all for like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, so they're all for different platforms. And what else? I have also a really good price for Xbox One S, 500 gigabyte at eBay. It's only $170. So check that out. I will be linking all this stuff on my Twitter later. And if you guys have any deals you want to share with me, and I'll share with everyone else, you can let me know on there at Lady Fox Fire with underscores. And you guys want to add anything?
No, I haven't really seen much.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff happened in Black Friday and Cyber
Yeah.
Monday. They
Yeah.
had me busy, busy, busy.
They did. They really did. So.
But yeah, back to you. That's all the deals I found.
Alright guys, so that means that it is now the end of the show. I'm gonna let all these amazing gamers let you know where you can find them, what they're doing, and what they're going to be up to. So going down the line, starting with our guests, of course. First up, we'll throw a Phantom.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Shoot, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm doing like rebranding. So on Twitter, I think I'm now Xbox Phantom E9. Make it easy for everybody. Same with my gamer tag on Xbox. Do a lot of streaming over on Mixer. It's my family. Love supporting all of you out there on Mixer. So throw me a shout out if you're on Mixer. I'm down to hang out and chat and support you too. I stream over there on Xbox Social's Mixer channel all the time. Hang out with all you awesome peoples here on Console Corner and all that good stuff. So that's where you can find me, my crazy self.
That was the highlight of the day. Somebody back there just got a rare achievement.
Yeah, they did.
I heard that.
Indeed.
I heard
I was
that.
about to say the same thing.
That was awesome. He's like, yes! So congratulations to that little guy.
Yeah, congrats on the achievements. Wendy, what about you?
Not much really besides Twitter. I mean, you can find me on Twitter, Windy City Gaming. I'm always out there opening my mouth, talking shit. And that's really it. I mean, follow these great people too, man. These guys are great, and follow them, watch them on Mixer, do their thing, and that's about it for me.
Alrighty, and of course, it's always great having Phantom and Wendy joining us. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we always love having you guys on the show. And it sucks that we haven't, had you guys on in quite a while. So it was nice to have you guys back.
I'll give you my boss's number. You can speak to him, and I could be on much more.
Okay, I'm pretty persuasive, so.
Yeah, she is.
I'll call him up and be like, "Hey, do you know who this is? This is Magic Mike. You have to let Wendy go."
He'll be like, "Aren't you a movie for strippers?"
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is
got the money, right?
True.
People know your name.
Money, money, money. That's all that matters. What about you, Mike? Where can they find you?
Everybody, y'all can find me here every Tuesday night on the Console Corner, and you can also find me on Twitter at MagicMike83, and on Xbox Live, gamertag is MagicMike83, keeping it the same across the board. I have a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I took all of my videos down because I was seeing a lot of hate comments from one particular person, and I was just getting tired of trying to deal with it. So right now I have an empty channel, but eventually give it a little bit of time for all the turmoil to die down, and I think I'll be putting some stuff back up on there.
You can just block people, right?
Engine's username.
What?
Yeah, with these losers, they make new names and all that shit.
Well, then you just put it where people can't comment on your videos at all.
But what's the fun in that? I don't know. I'll just. My videos were old anyway. It's no big deal.
Okay. What about you, Fox?
Oh, I just want to say thank you to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you guys that listen later on enjoy the show as well. Yeah, I want to thank these guys for joining us. It's really awesome. It's so weird talking to Wendy again, because he sounds like my cousin, and I'm over here like, oh my god. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. It's cool either way. So yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, like I said, sharing the Foxy Dios. I am doing YouTube videos again, so hopefully you guys could go over there and check out my new stuff, and hopefully I could put up that unboxing video up. Hopefully I don't have no more technical issues. But besides that, check out Gaming Den, because I always rock out on there with SheWulf, and if you missed the last episode, go check it out and show the devs from Arrow some support, because we talked about their DLC. It's like, it was a little exclusive kind of thing, so that was really cool. But yeah, just I hope everyone has awesome rest of their week.
Definitely agree. And of course, I was your host of tonight's episode, SheWulf. You can find me on Mixer, where I hang out a lot because, as everybody knows, I have officially become partnered with Mixer. So of course you can find me Monday to Friday hanging out on there doing different streams. Tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in because I have an epic co-stream spotlight happening where a lot of people, if you don't know and you're a streamer on Mixer and you would like your video, like your channel to get a little bit of highlight, please hit me up on Twitter because I do every Wednesday. It's a co-stream spotlight where I co-stream with upcoming gamers and, show them the awesome features of being on Mixer and all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow, Fox will actually be joining me, and I have two other amazing gamers that are going to be joining me as well as we team up to play some Fortnite. You'll also be able to find us on the Xbox dashboard at, I believe, 11 a.m. So we'll be on front page hanging out, and I hope you guys come and check it out. It should be a lot of fun. So, of course, that's where you can find me, and you can always find me on Twitter. I have everything that I do going on there. Make sure you guys come check that out as well, which is obviously, everyone knows the saying, it's xSHEWULFx with a U, not an O.
Not an O.
Thank you for joining tonight's show. You guys are all absolutely amazing, and we will catch you next week.
Bye.
Later.
See you later, everybody.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk